my first job was I was working in Davao City in a construction company. My uncle's wife used to be a manager in that company, so I worked in there, and my salary was only 150 peso per day.
A day?
Yeah,
Wow.
it was crazy.
Wow.
And so I sent money to my parents way back then. And then after that, I worked in Cebu.
Right.
I was working in Gaisano Mactan. You know, the paging thing.
Okay.
Calling the attention of customer. So the interview was, I supposed to apply as a cashier, and then I know there's a calculator, so I think I can manage.
Right.
So any work I can think of as long as I have a job.
Right.
So the interviewer told me that, hey, by any chance you want to be trained to be customer service representative as a telephone operator, the one who's talking right, like that you hear.
Calling Dr. Kill there.
And I said, oh, I would love that.
Right.
Because way back then in college, I was thinking what course I should finish in order for me to get a job.
Right.
So this is like a perfect for me opportunity to do that. So the real telephone operator, a mass comm graduate who trained me.
Right.
And eventually I was able to articulate her. But it only lasted for 6 months because I don't like it.
Right, man.
Oh, you're just checking if we're really in a video?
Yeah, I'm making sure it's not going to get full.
Oh, okay. But anyway, so yeah. And then where am I? I'm lost.
You were saying that you had got the job for the
Yes.
thing, and then
But it only lasted for 6 months.
Okay.
Because I don't like to wear makeup.
Oh, okay.
You have to be in...
Especially lipstick, right?
Especially lipstick!
There's a story. I will talk about that later.
Yeah, and then because you have to have your cheek should be pink and the
Right.
lipstick should be pink. I don't like that. It's not me.
Right.
I don't. So I decided
A lot
to.
of women like that.
Yeah, I don't because
That's
it's like
beautiful. Be natural.
for them, what is beautiful if you have your makeup on. For me, I don't see that as. I mean, it's different per person.
Yeah,
For me, I'm just beautiful of who you are. I mean,
Right.
you can just put a powder a little and then that's it.
Yeah.
Not too much of lip makeup. So I was working in manufacturing company up to
Okay.
then,
Okay.
and a call center.
And a call center.
There is a crazy story about that call center thing because I've been rejected 2 times.
Wow.
And the 3rd time, that's the time I got accepted.
Why would they reject you?
I said, what the heck? So this is what happened. Before that, the last interview was, I said to myself that you really need to get this job. The 100 thing is part of me. I only have like 180 peso on my wallet during the time.
All right.
So what I compared to my previous interview to this last interview that I really need to get in was that I went to the bathroom, I looked at my face in the mirror, and I said to myself, hey girl, you're just so beautiful today. And you are smarter than you can even imagine, and you can nail this. That is what I just been convincing to myself.
Wow.
Though it's not really true, but I didn't.
Really the state of mind.
So the difference was when I had that interview, I walked into the room with so much of confidence in me.
Okay.
So then, you know what? The interview lasted for 1 hour.
Wow.
And then because they record all your hums, your fillers, and stuff like that. But because on top of my head, you cannot pass on this. You have to get this because 180 peso is not enough for you to even go back home.
Right.
That is in Cebu, and I'm in Dumaguete. It's so far. It's not enough.
Right.
So he even asked me some questions that how to convince a client and stuff. And to be honest, some of those is not really real experience of mine because I really have to. So
good bullshit.
yeah, but that is a lesson that regardless how many times being rejected, if you don't stop and you just continue because this is what you want, the earth will just give it to you. And with God's help, I was able to make it. So I was working in a call center for 6 years.
Wow.
I was handling with Earthlink,
Earthling?
Earthlink, that's internet. That's my first account. Earthlink, that's internet service provider in the U.S. I was working with Blue Cross Blue Shield of California, but a lot of ups and downs too.
Right.
I remember one of this call because this is outsourced, so we're not allowed to tell the clients that we are in the Philippines. No way. So one day there is this guy. I had that call. I think he at that shift. He was my second to the last call before my shift ended. So in the beginning of the call, he told me, "Are you an Indian?" And I said, "Welcome to Earthlink. How can I help you?" With a smile like that. "Are you an Indian?" I said, "No." I'm trying to do myself not to have an accent. "No, I'm not." And I said, he asked me again. He asked me again in the second time, and then I said,
Ralph, come over and say hello. We're here at Trevina's restaurant. Taverna. This is Ralph, the owner. You got a bit now. Come on in here, Ralph. Come in here. Come here. Wait, sit here.
No, I gotta go, man.
Okay, well, tell them when you open, you know, what goes on here. Here.
Oh, boy.
caught in the camera.
Hi. Well, we open daily from 10 to 11:30 in the morning to 10 at night, except Mondays.
And Saturdays, you have what?
Live music, Friday stars, great food, cold drinks. Come over, check it out.
And Wednesday, you have
Nothing.
no more darts?
Fridays.
Oh, Friday's darts. Okay, thanks, Ralphie.
I like your t-shirt.
Yeah.
I want to have one like that too.
Okay. Okay, finish what you were saying about...
That was just an advertisement, right?
I gotta plug the joint. You know that. Your last caller for the day on your call center, he asked if you were Indian. And you said, okay, so finish the story.
Yeah, and then he asked me again, "Are you an Indian?" I said, "Oh, sorry, the last time I know I'm not."
Right.
And I said, "No, I don't want to talk to you since you have an accent." I said, but I have to tell you, I'm not an Indian. Why, is it a problem? No, because I don't want to talk to someone that I cannot understand. I want to talk to someone who really speak English. I said, can you understand what I'm saying? See? Okay, whatever. Anyway, if you really want to talk to really good in English, tell me, how many minutes you've been waiting on queue? And he told me 15 minutes. I said, okay, if you want to, I can go ahead and put you back on queue, or would you like to talk to me? And I said, okay, fine. And all of a sudden, I was able to take care of his concern. I said, I'm really sorry because I'm being pissed off. I've been transferred from one department to the other, and finally I'm able to glad to talk to you. Can we have a lunch? I'm sorry, I'm an Indian. And we both are laughing.
Okay, before we finish, let's tell everybody what you're doing today. Because, you know, about your job. What kind of work?
I work, currently I'm working as a financial advisor. It's like I'm providing life insurance to Filipinos. And I've been working...
Not only Filipinos, but
internationally, if you want to.
Okay.
But we could encourage if a Filipino citizen, or if you're an American or a foreigner, you have an ACR, Alien Certificate of Registration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what all entails? Because I know you talked about my daughter, you know, opened up a bank account for her or insurance for her. But I told you that I'm going to Manila to register her as an American. But what are some of the criteria? I mean, tell us about the policy. You know, let my viewers know what insurance policy.
Yeah, it is just like an overview because it is a combination of life insurance and the benefits attached along with it. So we encourage that the insurance will be named after the parent. So it could, in this case, would be the mother.
Right.
Because we take advantage of the life insurance part. Okay. Because if something happens, definitely your daughter will be the beneficiary.
But why not take it put my name on it. I'll probably go first, and that way.
I'm sorry, you are not insurable.
I'm not insurable. I'm the one with the money.
I'm underestimating this. How old are you, if you don't mind?
Yeah.
But you mentioned you were 70.
Yeah.
I'm afraid we can try to have you as the insured, but there might a lot of medical requirements needed, like annual physical exam, just to make sure that, social life insurance.
You gotta talk louder because you don't like it. Right.
I'm sorry. So that could be, it is a possibility that is subject for approval because considering your age.
Look at the bus taking off.
Is that your wife?
Yeah.
Look at her. Wow, we dismissed that shot.
Holy moly!
My God.
Is she even a girl?
Call me a faggot.
What?
Wow.
Strong woman!
Skinny girl.
Wow.
But it's still strong.
Yeah, we missed that shot.
Oh, yeah.
Spun around very fast, but.
Yeah.
What were we saying?
I was saying that yes, it is possible that you will be the insured. However, because of your age, there might be a medical requirements needed, like the adult physical exam and stuff, and that is subject for approval.
Okay.
Because 60s or 70s up, it's more in.
Okay, well, Licel, it's been an absolute wonderful interview talking to you, and I enjoy it very much. But before I let you go, who has some advice that you spoke earlier about women should take in consideration as far as being strong in yourself and doing what you need to do? Share it with my viewers.
It's just a secret. I'm just kidding.
No.
So this is the thing, because based on my own experience, I've been married for 11 years and only to find out that it was not working the way that I wanted to. So at the beginning of it, I was really struggling because it comes to self-realization that you need to know your worth. Once you know your worth, and if respect and love is not being served on the table, and that person is no longer that person you're expecting to work. Like for example, if you're in a relationship and you think that you are the one who's just working with it because it takes two to tango,
yes,
and the other one should also work. Like example, if your husband is not working as a father of the kid, and you're being trying to bring on what he can bring onto the table, and yet he's not that responsible. So it happens to me. So I was really scared at the very beginning because I thought, and there's some issue as well, I thought that I cannot go through with this life. So oftentimes we are scared that we might be left alone. Then that person we thought that who can be with us is no longer be available for us, and it's so devastating, especially if you have 3 kids. But if you think about what's the best, not just for yourself, but for your kids, and if you can just go ahead and focus what's the best for your future, don't be scared. Because what I've learned was, in today's society, it's really hard for you to know who you are. Because social media teach us that, hey, in order for you to be beautiful, you have a tiny waistline, you have the bigger boobs, a bigger butt. That is what being brainwashed to us.
Right.
You have to have a nose like this.
Right.
And I was being bullied when I was still a little girl because of my nose. So for me, I'm only beautiful if I have my nose done. So there are a lot of factors, but the moment you know, it starts from within. The moment you know who you are and who you exactly want in life, that really matters. Because after I was separated with the father of my kids, I asked myself, who am I? Because I tried to change who Sal was, because that girl don't know who she was. That girl don't know what the future ahead. That girl just focused on having a kids, and that's it. But the other side of life, it is more meaningful if you know exactly what you want, and by the time you know who you are, and you know that there is above all, whatever you believe, is it God or whatever you believe to be more than who you are, that really matters. Because if you want to make a difference in life, you have to know who you are, and you have to know what you want in life, or otherwise you will be living in this world miserable. You're trying to fit in, you're trying to get validated by someone else. So for me, having a relationship nowadays is really hard. Why? Because there is online. You can just go in a click of your thumb to, meet up and someone like that. There is no culture that is being inculcated when you're still young. There is no more courtship that we used to be.
Yes.
But girls, we still love that. Yeah. If a guy give us a drink with a gentleman enough to open a door for us, damn, that is totally
Or
amazing.
meet them on their job.
And then meet a job and meet a person, because if you don't know who you are, tendency, we as a single or an individual, we're looking for a relationship. We're looking for the boyfriend or girlfriend or a partner in life. But if you don't know exactly deep within your core who you are, what you want, it ends up miserable. Because in the dating stage, you kind of like each other. You always give what's your best shot. You hide your bad stuff. You always show your good stuff.
Yes.
You don't show who you are. But this is what I've learned. You cannot give what you don't have. And you cannot pour from an empty cup. So if you want, I've been educating myself how to be lovable and how to be a better person than I was yesterday. So it came up with, I found gym as my stress reliever. And every time I go to gym, it makes me, not just for the effect of you having a beautiful body or what it is, but it helps you mentally. It helps you to be strong, and it helps you to build self-discipline. Once you discover that your life is so much important because it's the only life that God give you, you don't give a shit what other people talk about you, what other people say about you, because you know who you are. And it took a while for me to learn who I was, and I don't want to tell you who I was. I'm just kidding.
My last question to you is, what advice would you give someone about following their dreams and their goals?
So you really have to listen to your inner being. What it means is that when you know exactly what you want and you know exactly who you are, because nowadays we don't know. I came from that part that I don't know who I am. My parents told me to do so because we are a family of a teacher. You should be a teacher. We are a family of an engineer. You should be an engineer. Listen to what you want, because what is being accepted nowadays, if you are smart, being academically smart, there are different type of being smart. There are people who are smart just in academic. There are people who are smart in sports, who are smart in writing or reading. Don't try to fit in. You have to know or discover yourself what is that gift in you that God give you. For me, I discovered that God may not give me my height and my nose, but God gave me the gift of talking. So once you discover that gift, it's like an effort less for you to do that. It is in you already that you can share to other people and be a good example. So that would mean to say, if you discover that person from deep inside your core and your soul, that you're not being forced to do the thing you don't want. If you go to work and it's dragging you because you don't want that kind of work, then ask yourself, what makes you happy?
Right, sure.
In life, it's not all about money.
Right, sure.
If your parent wanted you to do this and that and you don't like, just listen to you. Because at the end of the day, I believe that there is life after that. At the end of the day, when we are on that wake on ourselves and we are not doing what we're doing, that we really desirely want to do, that God has given purpose to us, it's nothing. Can you just go back on earth and do it again?
No, it's too late.
Yeah. So when God wakes you up the following morning, be grateful. Some people, they don't. Some people, and you're just dragging yourself, just doing the same mundane all over again. So just find that time within yourself to be alone and find out, it's crazy that it is, but it works with me, find that inner peace, that who you really want to be. And once you discover that, and once you know what makes you happy, and make a difference, make that life that you have, it may not be now, it may not be tomorrow, but it's a work in progress. You have to work day in and day out. So it starts from within. If you want to be a lovable person, you have to be that person itself. If you want to be fit and healthy, if you want a partner of you in the future to be fit and healthy, you should be a person. Because as I'm being said, you have to be that person. What did I say? You cannot give what you don't have.
Right, sure.
If you don't have that, that's an empty promise. You cannot give an apple if you don't have an apple.
Right.
You cannot give love if you don't have that love and respect to yourself.
You know what I like what you said earlier when we talk about family. You said I can be a good mother.
Yeah, that part that I said.
But I don't want to be a wife in a bad relationship.
Yeah, what I said was that I'm sorry to tell you, but I can be a good mother, but I can no longer be a good wife.
Yeah, no longer be a good wow. Okay. With that, thanks for watching, Gerard. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elder, always pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one to see your vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. We're living good today, aren't we, Licel?
Yeah, we're doing great. Not just good. Have a good one.
And we hope you are too. If you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ali Woodson, former lead singer of Temptation One song, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make her feel like a king. And what, Licel? Never say no.
No, never say no. Never say never.
Can we throw him a kiss, Licel? Peace.
Thanks for watching.